Hello, little ones. Welcome to Uncle Owl's story. Tonight, Uncle Owl have a lovely story to share with you before bedtime. The Princess and the Pea. In a faraway land, a grand castle stood tall, its flags shining under the morning sun. Inside the castle, the king and queen sat on their thrones, talking about their greatest wish. Their son, the young prince, gazed out the window, dreaming of a true princess to share his life with. He traveled far and wide, visiting many castles and meeting many young women, yet none felt right. At last he returned to his home. The prince looked weary and sad, still without a true bride. Far away, in the golden light of sunset, a beautiful princess wandered through a quiet meadow. She gently stroked a rabbit in the forest, her kindness shining through her gentle smile. But soon the sky grew dark, cold rain fell, and the princess hugged herself under a tree, shivering. Lightning flashed over the castle as a storm raged across the night sky. At the castle gate, the princess knocked, her dress and hair soaked through with rain. A guard opened the heavy door, holding a lantern that lit her tired, rain-soaked face. A servant hurried to the queen.
Your Majesty,
She said.
a young woman claims she is a princess.
The queen came to the great hall, where the drenched young woman stood, shivering with cold. The queen touched her chin thoughtfully. Could this really be a true princess? Later that night, the queen secretly placed a tiny green pea on the bed in the royal chamber. Then the queen ordered the servants to pile many soft mattresses on top of the little pea. The princess, now dressed in her nightgown, climbed carefully up the tall ladder to the very top. By morning, the storm had passed. Sunshine warmed the castle, and the ground still glistened with rain. At breakfast, the princess looked tired. The prince and queen watched her closely, waiting to hear her words. She explained that during the night she tossed and turned, her back aching as if something hard lay beneath her bed. The queen's eyes grew wide with amazement. Only a true princess could feel a pea through so many mattresses. For many other women had slept on the same bed and woke up smiling, never feeling a thing. The prince beamed with joy. At last he had found the true princess he had long searched for. In the throne room, the king and queen stretched out their arms, welcoming the princess with happiness. The castle halls were soon filled with flowers, as everyone prepared for a grand wedding. On the wedding day, the prince and princess held hands before their many guests, their hearts full of love. The people of the kingdom danced, played music, and showered petals in celebration. And in the palace, the tiny pea was kept inside a golden glass case, treasured forever as a symbol of true love. My dear little friends, the story of the princess and the pea teaches us something very special. At first, it may seem like just a fairy tale about a tiny pea under many mattresses. But if we look closely, we see an important lesson. The princess showed us that true character is not about crowns, castles, or fancy clothes. It is about being genuine, honest, and sensitive to the world around us. Even though the pea was so small, she felt it, and that showed her delicate nature. In life, It is often the small things that matter the most. A kind word, a gentle touch, or a little act of care can make a big difference. This tale also reminds us to stay true to ourselves. Sometimes people may test us or not believe who we really are. But just like the princess, we do not need to pretend or change. When we remain honest and kind, the truth will always shine through. And so, children, remember, greatness is not found in riches or power, but in the little things. The way we treat others, the way we show kindness, and the way we stay true to who we are. That is what makes us truly noble inside. And now it's time to rest. Good night, little ones, and have sweet dreams. If you liked Uncle Owl's story, don't forget to press like and subscribe for more.